Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakah HaKodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who rule well. Double shalom to the sincere Akim across the four corners, pushing the truth and sincerity. Also shalom to the sincere hopeful elect, which includes the Israelite foreigners, no matter what you may look like, where you may come from. If you can receive these words, you may very well be a part of the nation of Israel. And if you can hold on to these words, you may very well be a part of the elect. This is Proverbs 1, verse 5. A wise man will hear and will increase in learning, and a man of understanding shall obtain unto wise counsel. To understand a proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings. The fear of the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, is the beginning of wisdom. Slakia. The fear of the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. This world is completely and utterly blinded by the wisdom and knowledge of Satan, which is folly and confusion and babble. The only men on the planet Earth that are set up to really obtain, retain, and speak upon the wisdom and knowledge of the scriptures, which is the wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, is the men of the Lord. All right? The men of the Lord are the ones that were set up to speak these words and break them down to the ones of us who will hear. The ones of us who were given the eye salve to hear and see what the hell is really going on in this world. It doesn't matter how much you speak to these people or how much you talk to them. Honestly, it doesn't matter. They're not going to get it. They don't want to get it. They want to be blinded. Speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. Right? Mainly starting with our people. You Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans. Okay? The people who have a target on your back from the entire world, but act as if nothing's going on and nothing's happening. 2/3 of you. They have no fear of the Lord. What's pushed in this society? Fear of what? Satan. Fear of the devil or whatever. Fear of the adversary. Why would I fear a child of the one? Why would I fear an employee? But that's what's pushed here. Low-level vibrations, man. The society is so low level. I'm here at the hospital, walking the trail. Got a little lake out here. It's been here since I was a kid, Used to see all types of butterflies and, dragonflies and bees and ducks and fish and everything. I mean, it's a man-made pond, but, still, it was populated with wildlife. But over the years, those things have started to disappear. You don't see as many ducks. You don't see those family of ducks that sit on the lake and this, that, and the third. You don't see any fish. Of course, there's probably fish in the pond, but they don't surface to. On a day like this, when they would usually surface a little bit, blow bubbles. You don't see any butterflies. Haven't seen one butterfly. Haven't seen one dragon. Well, I've seen one dragonfly. Flew by the car. But the point being is, man, the vibration of the earth is on such a low level that, it's destroying everything. Esau, Edom is destroying everything. And the people go right along with it. Going right along with it. I just came out here to enjoy it, a little walk, a mile, whatever. Do a couple laps, soak up some vitamin D and, just relax, man. And you can't relax. Because everywhere you go, they're demons, These people, they're just demons, man. They're just low vibrational creatures, man. And they're as their father, the devil, man. They're just like the ruler here. They have no fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. They don't know Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, And even when you tell them about Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, they still reverence Esau, Edom, the devil, their ruler, their Lord, because they're more afraid of him, more afraid of what he can do to them than what the Lord can do to them, which is ridiculous. Scriptures say, fear not the man that can kill the body, but fear the one who can kill the body and the spirit, roughly paraphrasing, man. Esau, Edom is the devil, man. This big movement about men going overseas to find women is because these women have been influenced by none other than their father. They're on a low vibration. They're all prostitutes. When you look at a nation and you look at their women, that shows you what state that nation is in. We are in slavery here. And in our people, well, those people, the 2/3 are fighting to stay in slavery, to stay on a low vibration, to have no consequences, no repercussions for the things that they do and say. But as you see, they're getting judged. Eve out there, one of the highest growing homeless populations. Jake out there getting killed trying to be a rapper. Getting shot down in the streets by his people, the cops, the other nations, trying to be a hot boy, a shatta. Work to death. Very low pay. Issachar out here working his ass to death. No appreciation. Getting called an alien in his own land. This place is, it's depressing, man. This place is freaking depressing. And all you could do is look around and say, okay, well, I understand. I understand why the Lord has to do what he has to do to this place. That's just, you understand, man. There is no fear here of the Lord anyway. There's fear of Esau, Edom, and Satan and the devil and all that. But there's no fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Okay? And that's where wisdom begins. So if you don't have fear of the one that gives you wisdom, if you don't have the initial thing that'll give you what you need to be able to live with a standard, this is what you get. Babylon, America. Right? The land of bitter, valley of dry bones. There's nothing here, man. When the scriptures say, love not thy life unto death, roughly paraphrasing, I mean, what's here, man? Esau, Edom still trying to walk around like they're, on top of things and got it figured out. Esau, Edom's out here being fucked over just like everybody else because they're goyim to their own elites. Okay? But they still have the one up on you 2/3, man. They're still able to blame you. And the men of the nation, I mean, look at what's going on, man. You're being blamed. I mean, I mean, you're being blamed by the other nation as well as your women. You know, so it's like you don't have anywhere to go, especially Judah. You know, I mean, come on, man. There's literally nothing here that would keep a Lord willing elect tied to this place. When the day comes to make the decisions, it will be easy to make, Lord willing. I have that mindset in that day. Because, look, man, I ain't got shit here, okay? You know, got a car, got a place to stay and all that, but that's through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. But at the end of the day, it's like, man, look, man, Jake wants to be disrespected. Jake wants to be the butt of every fucking joke. Right? Jake wants to be a fucking NBA player or MLB or whatever. Want to be a sports star. And the funny thing about that shit is, once you become that, there's nothing else for you to be. No, they won't. The society doesn't accept you as anything but that. Look at Herschel Walker. I'm in Georgia. Every fucking commercial is about Herschel Walker and how he ain't this and he ain't that. He didn't graduate college. Of course he didn't fucking graduate college. He went to the NFL. So it's like Herschel Walker says he was the number one, you know, he was in the top of his class when he graduated, but turns out he didn't graduate. Then they show you some what do you call it, man? I can't think of the word, man. But I mean, I ain't trying to get off on a tangent about fucking Herschel Walker, but I'm just saying, man, that's a titan, man. We're titans among these peons, man. You know, just to be disrespected by these peons. You know, it's a damn shame, man. But it's understandable. We are here for a reason. The Lord didn't put us here for us to be destroyed. He put us here to be chastised because we went off. Okay? We went off. So we deserve it, but God damn it, this shit has to end. We got to get out of this place. It's only going to get worse. It's only getting worse. The women are more out of shape than ever. They're more hoarse than ever. The men are more feminine than ever. They're more... The little fucking death warriors. The spirits of vengeance, man. The men and the women don't get along. Especially of Jacob. And I mean, that's being monetized to its highest extent. You know, everybody's talking about the so-called black man and so-called black woman not getting along. Making major money off of it. These are the fucking curses, man. And these nations have no sorrow, no nothing for you. They'll say it to you in your face. And, oh, they don't give a fuck about you, man. If they did, things would change. Nothing's changing. Okay? So why sit here and act as if you can change something by having a conversation? Nothing's gonna change. This is Esau Edom's kingdom right now. Yahweh Shah has to come. We have to be saved. There has to be some divine intervention. There has to be something from the heavens to come and save us out of this damn place. Because if you could be saved, you'd been saved by now. You've been saved your damn self, to my SYSBM. You would have been saved yourself if you could. You can't. The Lord said you ain't going to be able to do that. You got to get your full judgment. We all do. Even though it's almost up, it's not up yet. We all still have things we have to pay for. Until Yahushua gets here, we're going to be paying for things that we've done. Now, for the elect, it's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a little, the afflictions get a little bit lighter. They're still there, but they get a little bit lighter as things, get closer and closer to Yahushua coming back. Because that's what the Lord said. He said he protect us. He said we be under his, his wings, But that shit doesn't stop the fact that you're still here. We're still here. Dealing with this bullshit. Looking at these heathen walk around free. Looking at them destroy the planet Earth. Looking at how sad the earth is. Trees are all limping and shit. Short trees, man. Trees are supposed to be majestic. Trees look sad, man. And yeah, it's the beginning of fall, but at the end of the day, they look like that all through summer. All during spring, they still look. The animals are crying, want to be around the brothers. Animals don't even want to be around humans anymore. Shit, man. And this is a righteous rant. I apologize if you, if you don't want to hear it, but it is what it is. Patience. We have to have that, man. Patience worketh wisdom too, man. Patience, man. We have to have patience. And if you need patience, pray for it, but just be careful. When you're praying for these things, know what you're praying for. Know what you're asking for. As I've said before, man, know what you're asking for, because when you pray for patience, faith, wisdom, and when you pray for all of these things, the Lord will put you in situations where you have to have that, where you will have to be built to get it, because you got to earn everything you ask for. The Lord don't just give you shit. Would you just give your child things? You could. I mean, yeah, he gives us things sometimes, but you don't respect what you get if you just get it. But you respect it if you earn it. You respect how the Lord gives it to you if you earn it. If you earn your patience, if you earn your wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, yeah, you respect it more. Remember, we're particular. We're very specific spirits. Yeah, the end goal is the end goal. If you're part of the elect, yeah, you're gonna have everything that your spirit needs. You're gonna have it, but that journey that you have to go through to get it. Okay. You gotta respect that. You gotta respect what the Heavenly Father's doing with you and for you, man. This mindset is something that's earned. It's something that you have to work for. The Lord's not dealing with willy-nilly niggas, man. You have a standard that you live by. You have a standard. Your standard is Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakah, Quadash. That's your standard. Your standard is the Lord. Ask yourself, it's clear, is what they say in the word, but ask yourself, what would Yahweh Shai do in this situation? And you don't have to know every situation that he went through to, make a judgment call. Ask yourself. And we fail all the time, man. Shit, I think I just failed something, It wasn't that big of a deal, but still, If I would have asked myself, what would Yahushua do in this situation, I wouldn't have, I wouldn't even said nothing. I would have just walked on by. But that's the fight, man. We fighting, man. The flesh is, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak, man. The spirit wants to be righteous, upright at all times. But this flesh, man, remember you were born in Babylon, man. This flesh is 0 to 100. Tries to be anyway. But that the spirit of the Lord is a governor, though. It's not gonna let you get to that 100. Okay, if you accept it, if you don't, try to bypass, if you don't try to bypass that governor, man, because the Heavenly Father's, He allows you leeway, He allows you to do certain things, but just understand you got to pay for that if you do it. And sometimes the judgments are heavy, sometimes they're very light, but it's judgment nonetheless. Do you beat the shit out your child every single time they do something wrong? No. Sometimes you might pop them. Sometimes you might put them on punishment. Sometimes you don't do anything to them. You talk to them. Sometimes you got to beat the crap out of them. But that's just, that's how we grow. That's how we grow. But, at the end of the day, man, I'm not trying to preach to the choir or anything, but, well, shit, yes, I am. I'm preaching to the choir, the elect, because that's who these videos are for. These videos are for the elect. They're not for everybody, That's why I don't do the fancy videos and things like that anymore. I just, because if you don't want to hear it, you're not going to hear it. If you don't respect it, you're not going to respect it. It's fine. The Lord is hiding His word, man. The famine of the word is pretty much already happening, been happening. The reason why I say that is because when the apostles just did a video about how you can't even find videos on the MOTB, when you type it in with GMS. You can't even, if you're a regular person and you don't have any subscriptions to fellow brethren of GMS, okay, who are the true prophets who have 100%, 144% truth. If you don't have any of them brothers on your subscription page, you will never see a video from GMS. You may, because there's so many videos been put up. The algorithm may slip up and you may see one. But under that video, the recommended videos after that video, they're not going to be GMS videos. If you don't have any subscriptions, if you're just a regular person, so it's already been hidden. The only ones that are really getting this word are the men of the Lord, Lord willing, men of the Lord willing elect. The only ones really watching these videos. So yeah, it may say you have 1 or 2 views or whatever. Who cares? But at the end of the day, we know Esau Edom messes with the numbers. That's what he does. He's the devil. Okay. And also, you may only get 1 or 2 views because it, maybe only 1 or 2 brothers is watching your video. Because it's not being broadcasted. The algorithm is not set up for the truth. It's set up against it. Esau Edom, Satan, the prince of the air, man. This guy's the devil, man. He doesn't want you to understand the truth at all. He wants you to be a nigga. Okay? So the reason why you have to be a nigga, okay, is because he's able to then, he's able to win that carnal battle. He's able to win. And he's able to outshine you when you are what Esau Edom is, which is a nigga, which is a low-level devil, just like he is. He's able to outshine you because that's the path he chose. That's what he knows. He's able to navigate through that. That is not who you are. You're not a low-level devil like these devils are. Okay? Esau Edom is able to navigate the world as a low-level devil, as long as a low-level devil that's on a high level, as long as you accept his notions of you, his standard for you, the way he moves, what he calls you and tells you. But see, the elect, the Lord wouldn't elect, man. We ain't going for that. Okay? We're not going for that. We're gonna hold our standard. We're gonna stand on what we believe in. We're not gonna move. We're not gonna budge. Esau Edom, you can do whatever the hell you want to do. Come on down, devil. Do what you gotta do, Esau Edom. Do what you gotta do, man. Go ahead, push that MOTB, man. Okay? Come down with great wrath, man. Do what you gotta do, because as soon as you do that, the standard's gonna be raised. And all those X-Men and all those guys who you pretend to be, Superman and all that, you're gonna see them rise up through the Spirit, because the Lord's gonna make his men his battle axe. God. The Lord's gonna make his men his battle axe, man. And these devils know that. Okay? They know that, man. Call Allah Yahweh Shim Yahweh Shah Brakta Yahweh Brakata Yahweh Shah Habata Yahweh Habata Yahweh Shah Habata Yahweh Habata Yahweh Shah. Your will be done. Abba Ball. Shalom.